Hey everyone and welcome to Direct to You. I'm Artur and I'm here to review Mario Kart World. I have been a huge Mario Kart fan ever since the Super Nintendo, and I have played every single game in the series, so my expectations going into this new release were already really high, and I'm happy to say that overall, Mario Kart World delivers, even if it's just shy of my expectations. This game runs absolutely beautifully in both handheld and dock mode, playing on the big screen in my living room. This game is a feast for the eyes with all the gorgeous colors and art design that bring all 32 courses to life. The music, oh my god, the music. The all-around gorgeous jazz swing arrangements of all kinds of classic tracks from the vast Mario-verse gave me chills more times than I can count. There is even a ska cover of the Super Mario World ground theme. With that said, I don't understand why once again we don't have a way to adjust music or sound volume. Come on Nintendo, what possible harm will it cause to let us adjust the volume and let us enjoy the brilliant soundtrack as we see fit? Even Mario Kart 8 Deluxe had an option for us to listen to the music in the menu, but in Mario Kart World, we don't really have such an option. Anyway, the game offers classic modes like Grand Prix, battle modes like Coin Runners and Balloon Battles, multiplayer racing with friends, but the real star of this new entry has to be the Knockout Tour. Essentially, this is a battle royale that starts with a whopping 24 racers, and 4 players will be knocked out at the end of each checkpoint until there are just 4 racers left, fighting for first place. I'm absolutely addicted to this mode, and I can't tell you the rush that I feel when I go through that finish line with all the other players right on my heels trying to stay in for one more lap. Which also brings me back to talk about one of the issues I have with this game, and that is with multiplayer. You have this absolutely spectacular new game mode that is begging to be experienced with your friends, however there's no way to start a group with friends and then fill the remaining slots with other human players. That's right, if you want to play Knockout Tour with your friends, you can only race against NPC racers. Unfortunately, it seems Nintendo continues to take 2 steps forward and 1 step back when it comes to online and multiplayer functionality. Moving on to vehicles, now it's just the racers you choose and their weight class, which by the way we have no way of seeing the stats on these, along with each kart's specific stats, which make the racer and kart selection process easier than how it was in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Speaking of easier, you now only need 100 coins to unlock new vehicles, and they are each unlocked at random. I was able to unlock all vehicles just after playing 2 days. As for the items, the item distribution feels pretty fair. I want to give a special call out to the golden mushroom, which easily has got to be the best item in the game. A key strategy is using the mushroom items to speed through terrain that normally slows you down to push ahead, and the golden mushroom can straight up leapfrog you from 16th to 1st place if you know the right place to use it. We also have the Kamek Crystal Ball, which turns racers into a random NPC racer based on the location the item is used. Personally, I don't really care for that item, but I will say, I witnessed it doing something unexpected on the final course of the Special Cup where Kamek goes to the front of the racers and drops bombs or chomp chomps all over the racetrack. I wish we saw this happen more often than just being turned into some NPC character. Speaking of racers and the character roster, the game starts with 17 main characters and 15 creature characters. However, there are 7 unlockable main characters and 11 creature characters to unlock. The main characters have anywhere from a total of 2, like Pauline or Donkey Kong, to 10 different outfits you can equip, with none of the creature characters getting anything. Okay, I have to add that I really don't like the character select screen. Every single outfit is its own character slot. I don't understand why we need this. I don't understand why they didn't just do what they did for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, where you select your character and then a pop-up menu appears above them so you can select the skin variation of your choice. As it is, this menu feels so cluttered. Anyway, you unlock the outfits by grabbing dash food items. Each course has their own kind of food, with you needing to find specific food items for each character that will unlock their various outfits. You can either work towards unlocking these outfits by clearing Grand Prix or Knockout Tour, or you can sit back and unlock all costumes at your leisure in the other great new feature in Mario Kart World, free roaming. Free roaming is an awesome new game mode, where you can casually drive around the massive map to explore and enjoy the courses in a totally new way. I normally play my Switch docked unless I'm traveling, but I have already spent the last couple of days playing free roaming in handheld mode while watching a TV show in the background. There is even a really neat rewind feature that lets you go back several seconds and redo jumps or tricks, which comes in real handy while you're trying to collect those Peach medallions, find question mark panels, and reach P-switches, which upon obtaining or completing unlocks stickers. That's right, stickers, which are basically a cosmetic item you put on your cart, and that's kind of it. Well, unless you count the fact that you need 10 of each in order to unlock mirror mode, which by the way I made a separate video about. There isn't really much else to these stickers as far as we know. With all that said, free roam mode is pretty cool and a really good time if you're looking to just relax. This mode really made me appreciate the course designs even more. There are also lots of really cool details here, such as finding Nabbit hiding around a few of the courses who you can catch and get his sack of gold, and other fun details, like finding these coin carts. I followed this one around Crown City and was surprised to find that it actually obeys traffic rules. As much as I like the character roster, the fun outfits to collect, and the challenges to do in free roaming, I do wish there was a bit more structure in this mode. Like perhaps a story mode or side quests. Imagine they had a Crazy Taxi style quest series where those traveling Yoshi, Toad, and Shy Guys need you to pick them up and drive them to a different part of the course that isn't normally driven through during the races, complete with obstacles and a time limit. That would be so much fun. Come on Nintendo, it is not too late. DLC idea? Also, I wish I had more of an incentive to collect those Peach medallions and complete the P-Switch challenges past the first 10 for the mirror mode. I would have loved it if instead of stickers, we got special coins we could use and spend in a giant gacha capsule machine that would spit out random outfits for your racers. And if you wanted to get all of them, you would have had to complete most of these challenges. And do not get me started on the exclusion of the Koopalings. Where's my boy Ludwig? Where's my girl Wendy? What about Diddy? You know which one I'm talking about. Funky Kong? Even the Miis are missing. Instead, we have Fishbone, Swoop, Cow. Okay, the Cow's cool. We like Cow. I'm really counting on Nintendo saving these fan favorites for future DLC packs. That's the only way I can excuse these omissions. In conclusion, it's difficult to compare this latest entry with Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, because what really made it stand out were those additional 64 tracks and several awesome playable characters that got added later. So I'm trying to grade this game as close to apples and apples as I can. And with that said, I genuinely believe that what we have with Mario Kart World is a very strong foundation, from which I hope Nintendo will build upon. Several regressive design decisions aside, this really is a fantastic new entry into the series, albeit flawed. That's why I'm going to give Mario Kart World an 8 out of 10. And what about you? Yes, you. What do you think about Mario Kart World? Do you agree with me or not? I'd love for you to sound off in the comments and let your feedback be heard. If you like this video, being a new content creator, I would really appreciate a thumbs up and maybe a comment and a sub if you're feeling generous. I plan on covering Nintendo news, game reviews, and tips and trick guides. I also stream on Twitch at Artour Direct. The link is in the description. Thanks so much for watching. This is Artour, signing out.